Hello everyone, this is a Greyshot 117 here, bringing you another COH2 replay, brought to you by, not my cat if you can hear in the background, it is brought to you by Kern, and oh, I can't wait to play the guessing game of who this is going to be. Wow, we actually do not have a name. Han, alright, cool. Thanks, Han. Oh, probably didn't need to see that. Playing PUBG was pretty fun. Got Biggles in it. Can only talk via chat. Great. One chicken dinner. It was awesome. Anyway, SS Finman and also Mr. Lives? Sure. I think Mr. Lives is the one who submitted this, so I'm going to say yes. Also, Lazor River. This is a public match game that he submitted to me. Why? Because actually it's been a while since I received public match game, and he said it was good. If it isn't good, well, then you will never see this. So I don't have to worry. In any case, it's a British and a Soviet versus a Wehrmacht and an OKW. Looks like we have a giant... Oh, this is actually kind of neat. I like the mud and everything kind of over here. Big negative cover area. A couple of different roads across. But I like how it's like there's... You have a way across. It's just fucking miserable if you want to cross the water. Except for, of course, the bridges. But those can be choke points. Most likely... Again, each side having the just amount needed. The big area of contention is mid. I actually kind of like the idea of people fighting in the mud trying to capture this point. No, I'm not thinking of two incredibly gorgeous chicks having a mud fight. Although, again, that's what a lot of people think. I think of it just because of just how goddamn annoying it's going to be for both sides to push up. Especially with this. Currently went like... He's like, okay, what can I pick that's the most bullshit, overpowered, super annoying anti-infantry component for this map? The KV-2. Why? Because it's literally an automated explosive hell machine gun that will destroy all German infantry in mid. Guaranteed. And then the British guy's like, okay, well, how can I make it even more annoying? Let's fortify our side with a fortification doctrine so we can make sure that our side is completely and utterly secure and under our direct control. It's going to be interesting to see how the allies compare. Very interesting indeed. Moving on the right-hand side, Engineer Squad moving up. Grenadiers trying to fight. Actually, definitely winning. Not really much for competition. Love this Pioneer Squad. Like, you know what? We're just going to get a building. You guys can hang out down there. We'll just open fire with our submachine guns from the building. It's cool. Now, machine gun over here. Again, with the negative cover. Going to make it very unlikely they're going to push up. If at all. So, very nicely done on that front. Han has 2 British infantry and an MG or Vickers machine squad. It's very nice. Machine gun over here, kind of knocking out these guys, making it very unlikely they're going to capture point. Conscript capturing over here. So very nice. And actually very nice decap. For those who don't know, he decapped the point. So that allowed pretty much this entire right flank to not pretty much be allowed for point-wise. So the allies have advantage for now. They're also capturing mid, which is an achievement upon itself. I love how they're just used. There's a freaking canoe. It's like... sir, don't bullets go through canoes? No, it's fine. You'll be fine behind it. Sir, are we going to be safe behind this vehicle? Yeah, you'll be fine. Sir, it's a car. Are you sure they won't be able to fire through with their vehicle? Yeah. The fun fact, most cars you can shoot straight through with a gun. So, being on the other side of it, maybe it'll stop it. Maybe not. But also depends on the kind of gun, how powerful it is, etc. If it's a slower bullet, yeah, it's gonna be it might have a harder time. But if it's a faster bullet, then yes, like a rifle or something could probably penetrate it if it's a decent caliber. Anyway, Grenadier Squad moving in, try to decap point. Conscript making a desperate attempt, but alas, multiple squads gonna make it very difficult. Hat getting multiple Grenadier Squads. And SS Finman getting multiple Volk squads. Again, mainly relying on infantry. With this type of map, I know it's more of a fortification. You're like, oh, support spam. Well, it's like, no, it's a 2v2 on a giant map with multiple directions. You need lots of infantry to cover each of the flanks. And each of the ways through. If, again, a squad were able to push on each front, they honestly could. It'll be very difficult for one side to really counter. So, very interesting indeed. I love how there's like a tractor over here and a down truck, and it's like, that's your cover. A half-submerged vehicle stuck in the flowing river. Anyway, nice job. Looks like they might be able to... Nope, actually MG was actually stopping them up here, not over there. I was like, huh, that's weird. Kind of scenic. I like this. This is actually a very cool map. I don't think I've done a replay on this map. If not, it's been a long... If not recently, it's been a long time. So we'll see how this map goes. Again, most likely this is going to be more of a what's the best way to put this? Sort of like Sittard Summer, which my brother loves, and I sort of do too. Also, Han, ton of manpower right now. Ton of manpower. Not sure what you're doing with it, but you got a ton of manpower. Infantry squads are moving, so he's planning something. Now, what could you be planning? Oh, I see. Oh, I know what you're doing. You're saving up the manpower for a lot of fortifications. Clear and simple. Hat, let's see. You are getting, you already have the 1. Let's get 2, maybe 3, probably just 2. Get a vehicle out as soon as possible to help out on the front line. We have some barbed wire going. Why are you putting the barbed wire that far back? It's like, you do know at that point they'll just use the cover here to open fire at this high-rise position, right? It's not really a good position. If it was like a box canyon, and it's like, or like majority, where person comes in, you can see him from all angles, and you have him trapped, I get that. But this is like cordoning off high ground for the enemy to walk on in and then shoot you on the lower ground or the canyon or whatever. It's like, no, that's not the best idea. And typically that doesn't go well. Sure, you could be like, oh yeah, we'll box them in, but if these guys are smart, they'll just rush over here and get in the heavy cover. Or, yeah, they'll get in the heavy cover themselves. And as you can see, put up a pretty damn decent fight. Now, I don't know why they're not negative cover. There's cover right there, as you can see with my green marker. But alright. Cool. Overall, conscript's just opening fire. Mortar pit is now being placed, which should help them out. Actually, really surprised you didn't kind of plan that up with like a big charge. You figure that... Oh, wow. Okay. Hi. You figure with that, you would place it and then do the massive charge, because that way you have mortar support on the advance. But that's kind of team coordination in a nutshell. Brenz and Piat, oh my. Again, now you just need to increase your squad size. You need to got some pretty damn good infantry, Han. Now, Mr. Lies has a lot of Grenadier squads and looks like he's putting down some caches. Meanwhile, SS Feynman is kind of restocking his men. We have Kern Lee rehealing his conscripts. He has a lot of them. Do you have any upgrades? AT, rifle, flame? No, you do not. But you're getting medical, which is a step in the right direction. Get your men better equipped. We have a Beaufort going out. This could be effective. Judging by position and actually target location, it could do a lot of damage, versing a lot of infantry in mid, and make it very difficult for AT guns to move up to hit it. But on the flip side, that's if they can deploy it. And it looks like they're going to waste a little bit of manpower because of all the Grenadiers pushing up. Mortar pit is opening fire, doing a lot of damage along with them because they're in negative cover. But that said, they are still having a hard time pushing up. Infantry in cover. Royal Engineers probably should get in there or in cover. So, yeah, just saying. Royal Engineer squad moving up. Mortar teams just opening fire. They should be able to capture point, but yeah, they need to hightail it out of there. So very nice job in that regard. Overall, looks like the Axis are winning. Just barely, or like by points, but it looks like that might go back to the Allies, because even though they put an S minefield over here, it looks like he's just busting on through, which is not a bad idea. Again, if the enemy is placing a lot of, I'm gonna be very specific, S minefields, not tellers, S. You can easily bust through them with this. But if they place tellers, do not send a light vehicle because they will instantly pop. Like, I think it's gonna come through here and it's gonna blow up. Nope, it ignored it. Alright, it's going for mid. If it was Vet 1, it could capture territory, but alas, it is not. Oh, wow, nice job. multiple squads of infantry rolling up, putting some nice fire down, killing the emplacement, and allowing the Axis to gain a small advantage. I love the AT gun opening fire on them. They're like, yeah, let's fire the AT gun. And where it literally is doing nothing. Conscripts now rolling in, try to help out and save the mortar pit. It does have the bonus fortification defenses upgrade, which the improved defense is allowed to be immune by gunfire and only really take damage from the fire grenades and whatnot. So, T-70 opening fire on the infantry running through the muck, which again, you kind of feel sad for all these guys. T-70 just lighting them up. Conscripts just treat. There's a guy in there, I think. Yeah, I think he died. It was. I just imagine you're running, and just like Simba when he's running in just a herd of like wildebeest coming in, you're just running, and all of a sudden you just see a bunch of other guys running with guns, shooting your friends, and you're just running with them, and you're like pretending to pop shots, like, hey guys, I'm on your side. And they're like, wait a second, you're wearing gray. You're a German, aren't you? No. Grenadier squad's moving up, but without some decent cover. And also the ability, the Panzerfaust, that T-70. That T-70 is going to keep wrecking them all day long. And a lot of the conscripts capture some territory. Nice job, Allies. Very nice job indeed. Allies doing a massive counterattack, actually. And if I was a conscript squad, I would pull back and allow the T-70 just keep getting kills. Because, Jesus Christ, this thing is just popping units left and right. Blob is on standby, though, ready to push. With that T-70 right there, getting guys left and right, it's going to be very unlikely that any of those guys will be able to be effective in pushing back. Why? Very simple as well. Remember, most of these guys, although they have a Panzerfaust, need the range to get actually close enough to hit him. As long as it's T-70 and the player's being active, which we can see he is, they shouldn't be able to Panzerfaust it. Now, unfortunately, no longer. Oh no, he has conscripts moving in. As long as he has sight lines with another infantry unit, the T-70 keep popping guys left and right and just dealing damage to infantry, and just again, just slow and steady, just knocking them out will do a ton of damage. Fortunately, no heavy cover for him. That's kind of weird, doesn't it? If that's one thing I want for H2, move them in the cover. Just saying, just automatically move the unit in the cover. T-70 getting some nice shots. What did they go for doctrine? We have the Jaeger armor doctrine. Is this a good one? Yes, actually. Because of the wide open stance in mid, that elephant will actually help push back fortifications and enemy armor that would be a big issue in mid, allowing infantry battles to occur. Sight lines also with the recon is very valuable, and Suka bombs, if you can get behind their lines and hit like a target like this where they're going to retreat to, that would be extremely effective. Now then, the question is, what are the Axis going to do? Because right now the Allies have supremacy. They have all 3 stars, and right now with just overall resource-wise, they have a small advantage. Actually, no, they don't. They're actually... No, it is definitely a small advantage. Because I'm thinking... With the point, no, if he captures that point, they maybe get some fuel caches down. The Allies would definitely have a major lead, but definitely a small one, I would say, for right now. We have an Allied supply drop coming in, which will help. The question is, will it get shot down? The problem is, this base AA is going to automatically shoot down that plane. So let's see if the plane even lands, or sorry, drops the fuel it's supposed to. I think it did. Yes, it did. Very nice. And that's, what, 30 fuel? Which helps. Again, it can help the the British player get a combat faster. Actually, did you pick something? You have not. Or it could help him get a KV faster. Now, right now, that T-70 is doing work. It's doing what it needs to. I have a weird feeling that he's gonna die from that Teller mine. He's just gonna come around, and the Teller mine is just gonna blow him to Kingdom Come. Most likely, if I had to guess. Most likely. We'll see what happens, though. We shall see. Alright, infantry moving up. Grenadiers getting into heavy cover and overwhelming the conscripts that are rushing up into little to no cover. Again, nice placement. We actually have a big... SS is bringing a big blob. So, Finmen... Oh my god. Okay. Of all places, put a Panzer quarters. This is the shittiest spot you possibly could. Why? Very simple. Once again, we will give you a demonstration. What's down the road? Oh, yeah. It's a perfect straight line. There's no bunkers, no covers, no anything blocking an Su-85 from sniping it, or a Firefly. Anything from sniping it. Also, if these guys knew this thing was being made, I guarantee you they would push up there and try to kill it. Though, the mortar, as well, opening fire on this. So, yeah, the mortar over time will hurt it. Now, if that is if I'm correct, and I usually am, you know, usually. I can't give you my batting average, but of course I would say 100%. And I'm definitely 100% right about that, 100%. Guy could have retreated, but at least it won't be too far. He can get the infantry back up. And now that's hard and everything, he shouldn't take that much damage. Should be able to hold just fine. Left-hand side, engineer squad could take the point, laying down a demo, which could be very effective versus a certain giant blob that keeps making its sticking its head out. So the allies could have a nice explosion coming soon. Nice job killing the mortar emplacement. That should at least keep this Panzer headquarters alive for some time. And if I had to guess, S. Minefield probably is going for a Panther. Actually, no, he's not. Because if he was going for a Panther, he would have deployed it already. So my assumption, if it's not that, it's a King Tiger. Or a Yag Tiger. But, as we can see here, he doesn't have the Yag Tiger. Would it be possibly Sturm Tiger? Maybe. That could be a bit of a risk, though, with the points. Command Panther? Again, points. So, the most logical thing right now is he's saving up for a King Tiger. We shall see. In any case, engineer squad over here. Do we have a demo? Oh, damn it. Only if you could see. Dude, you just needed to see it. Also, you kind of need to place it like in a better spot. I get placing... Oh, my God. Oh, you're going back to it. T-70, T-34, if there's any time. If there's ever a time to push up. Nope, too late. Well, no, I can actually get quite a few kills from both. It's within range. Placing another demo. Not a bad idea. They're going to retreat. Oh, my God. Please retreat into the other one. Oh, my God. Oh, you should have chased. You could have blew up 3 squads right there. Okay, probably just 1, but still, that would have been awesome. Anyway, big old blob coming around here. Fortunately, British players having a bit of a tough time with it. Where's your MG? Shouldn't there be an MG over here? I guess they're coming in from multiple angles, so the MG can't cover. Anyway, giant blob coming in. British being unable to really hold them back. T-70 coming over to assist. Come on. Engineer squad hiding in the corner. Alright, we could get a nice big explosion. Engineer squad realizing, oh shit, I made a mistake. Retreat. Blow it. Well, that was worth it. You got 1 squad. I just imagine he just hit the detonator switch when he died. T-34? Oh, he lost the T-70. Oh, no. God damn it. I just realized. Again, smartest guy in the room, but not really. Because I'm the only guy in the room. Anyway. Beaufort opening fire, just demolishing the infantry on the retreat. That'll help. If I was him, I may want to place a Beaufort over here. Be a paranoid, sort of. Maybe like, I don't know. It would be weird to place it, but somewhere over there. Well, not a lot of manpower, so he's probably not going to go fortification as much, because right now, you want to fortify and kind of heal it over time, but kind of build up your army. Fortifying on very low manpower is very risky, because again, you're kind of leaving a very small army to protect very key fortifications as they're set up, and without their effectiveness really being tested out and make sure upgraded. So overall, the Allies kind of in a bit of a pickle right now. Nice job with the Centaur, but once again, I'm assuming this guy is going to go mechanized. I'm assuming he's going to set it down so we can get King Tiger out. We'll see. Centaur moving up. Oh god, it's a battle of the flax. Support guns being destroyed by the Centaur. Very nice shots. Centaur trying to give chase. Also nice idea, but just bust through that. Although I expect mass Panzerfaust to hit him in 3, 2, 1. Wow, okay, I was going to say the engine did not hit. And there we go. That was a waste. They're just decrewed. He could easily recruit them and not have much of an issue at all. So yeah, waste. Waste, Han. That was a big waste. Anyway, SS Finman. let's see. So right now we have an interesting setup where you do have, again, a lot of Volk squads, but not a lot of support. What's M? Did you blow up some more guys? Oh, you still have the demo there. Alright, I don't know what M means, but alright. What you don't know is he's secretly a Men in Black agent. Alright, nice. Oh my god, that was a really good Katusha. Damn, that was okay. 3 squads already. Nope, you got 1. Alright, nice job. So that just crippled SS. And 5-man went fortification. So 2 fortification and then 2 long range. Advantage hat because the elephant beats KV2. At least elephant can counter the KV2. KV2 can counter infantry. With these 2, advantage goes to British. Why? Advanced placements heals. These ones are kind of just all random. While he does have long range artillery, you could easily do that with the counter barrage. And finally, the precision barrage can easily knock out a lot of the fortification. Whereas in artillery, you need constant sight. That's fine, but most likely if this enemy's smart, they'll move your units or kill your units before they can give you prolonged sight. So, it is good for clearing emplacements, but if they harden at the right time, especially with the better fortified emplacement, you'll be doing pretty damn well. Now in any case, looks like they're capturing the right hand side. If I was him, I would maybe place another demo because that seemed to be working pretty damn well. The Axis don't have any minesweepers, so yeah, demo probably a damn good idea. Panther though being deployed, we do have a T-34, and the T-34 has a ram, and by God do I love the ram. Again, it's yes, sacrifice the T-34. Yes, you are wasting possibly a very valuable unit, but if you can knock out a Panther and you can cripple it and kill it, I think it's worth it to have a temporarily knocked out T-34. But that's my opinion. Oh boy, man, was I right or was I right? Finman, King Tiger, charging forward, gonna have some issues. I would think so, right? Probably. I swear to God, do not activate that demo on the Panther. It will do nothing. I know you may want to, but it will do absolutely nothing. Okay, he did not do it. Okay. Oh my God, if he only had sight. Dude, just get a squad there. Hurry. I like his demo. It's great placement. He just needs sight. Because he could have done a decent shot right there. Probably would have done all damage to a lot of them. King Tiger rolling up, and we have a T-34. Which could go in for the cripple with the ram ability, a bunch of Piats, and an AT gun. Most likely the King Tiger will fall back because it is overwhelmed by the amount of AT in that region. May not be a ton of heavy stuff, and it's like, okay, I'll just clear the building out while I'm here, but it's still enough to cause concern. AT gun over here, while it is hardened and actually slowly being healed, I think it's being killed automatically by this thing, judging by the automatic engineers not showing up as a unit. The AT gun should be able to push back the Panther before the what is it called? The Bofor really suffers any damage. So, very nice. Being pushed back. Grenadier squad's rolling on up. Again, this is where I think a demo on your side would be way more effective. I like the fact you're using demos. I just think you could use them more, better. Also, T-34 could do an awesome ram, cripple the King Tiger, and again, you could easily get another one, but he not so much. I see you're possibly going to get KV2. A lot of AT in that region, and now the sport guns are in a terrible location. Yep, pretty much all bunched up in a corner. I get you're trying to use them in heavy cover, sort of, but that's not really heavy cover. And, yeah, they're kind of grouped up in a corner. Nice job killing the AT gun with the Volk squad, so that's positive. But remember, we still have these squads moving up on the flank. They don't have to deal with. T-34, though, could roll up and easily run him over. So we'll see how well that goes. We do have a Katusha as well, which could reposition itself and open fire. I think that's what it's doing. I believe that's what it's doing. Currently, the units are being suppressed. Katusha firing. Do we have target? Yes, we do. Katusha getting some nice hits on those Grenadiers, forcing them back. We have a recon plane, though, from the Elephant Doctrine that's currently active, allowing for the Axis to see all allied positions. Now, that's good and bad. Right now, the Axis do have a major problem. They're losing points, and they can't keep losing at this rate for very long, otherwise they will lose the game. So they need a different strategy. They need to do something. The question is what? As I say this, my cat, which is being so cute and cuddly, her name is Tally, decided to curl up at my feet, so of course I picked her up. And as I say that, Finman has left. So of course I have a good thing and a bad thing at the exact same time. Now it's a 2v1, and it's been far enough to where I think it's fine to just, like, okay, let's see what happens. The allies are down, but S. Finman does have now an AI with the Panther, so with the King Tiger. So if the King Tiger, if the AI uses improperly and dies, honestly, Finman is kind of screwed. Why? Very simple. Because if he loses the king, it's very unlikely the AI will probably get another king. It's, again, most likely it will probably pick a bunch of light vehicles like a goddamn Kubel. And it's also kind of interesting to see if the King Tiger will retreat and keep itself alive. That's something, unfortunately, AI has a big problem with that I hope they address in COH2. Where it's like, okay, if it's down to 50% health, maybe just pull back. Maybe 25%, try to get out of there. That's just me. I know it's hard. I'm not a developer. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm just saying, it would, if you're versing an AI, that is something that is noticeable, that would be very, very helpful. If it was possible to fix it. But that being said, I know from playing Halo so much, I know there were patterns and routines that grunts and elites would do, and some of them were not exactly always perfect, but I would take advantage of them nonetheless. So, whatever. If it doesn't retreat, I'll take advantage. Speaking of not retreating, well, it's not because this thing is not trying. Rocket Strike pinned it, and now it's being overwhelmed by a ton of AT forces from all angles. Now, nice job hitting the Su-85. He did cripple that. King Tiger, though, did get crippled. YAT got knocking out the Su-85. Man, that would have been helpful if he didn't blow that up. British infantry knocking them out, and overall, the Finman's assault just got entirely deflected. Meanwhile, on the left, we have a double Panther push, with the Grenadiers falling back to heal. Now, the thing is, though, is the Soviet player has a damaged T-34. Not much else. Nice demos, by the way. And actually, we don't have a minesweeper still, so demos could be very effective at killing that infantry squads. And I do like how he does have demos placed. I think on the bridge would have been better, and also down here. But then again, that way you could just hide up here, wait for him to come up from the water, and boom. But that's me. On the point's fine too. Moving the Katusha a little close. T-34 would have been helpful. Oh wait, I think you're doing AUMAC repairs. You are, so you're kind of screwed. Because it'll be shot again and killed before it can move. Wow, I was going to say, it's alive after 2 shots when it's dead. Alright, cool. Don't know how that's possible. And it wasn't. Firefly opening fire on the infantry. Not doing all that much. Again, allies need to come up with a strategy to kind of push back the Axis. Because right now the Axis, I would say, has about a mid-60s army, and right now the allies have roughly the same thing, about mid-60s army. Well, now the Axis are down to a little bit less than 60s, probably mid-50s. So, oh boy. Well, we'll see how things go. Again, I'm not saying the AI is terrible, but we'll see how effective it can be versing just one human, with just one human player, versing 2 other human players. So, let's get into it, shall we? Multiple Grenadier squads rolling up. Please walk into a demo. And let's see, Hat currently has double Panther with a Panzerwerfer. Now, I'm assuming each of these Panthers has, yep, they do. They have the Recon and they have the MG, so they're very effective at seeing long range. which is good. Because if, let's say, they stop, which they will, and I pull up Fog of War, they can see incredibly far back, which allows this little AT gun, if you want to move up and kind of target that Firefly. Or you can tell these guys to target said Firefly, if you wanted to. If. AT gun on standby, Firefly going in to commit. I'm assuming he's trying to get a kill, but it's just going so slow, that's kind of useless. AT gun moving and getting a nice shot. A lot of Grenadiers, so I'm expecting some Panzerfaust. Katusha kind of, honestly, missing the mark. They're actually walking back into it. Nice shot, by the way. Good job, AI. Walk into the Katusha. Firefly's opening fire along with infantry on the Panther. Overall, Mr. Lives is doing okay. And, yeah. In one strike, I would say that Han has been crippled and knocked out. And I'm not going based on a hypothetical, I'm going by the number of dead British all lined up in a single area. Mr. Lives, that was a fantastic Stuka bomb. Congratulations. Also, you may be wondering, oh, Greyshot, why did he call that in? Well, first off, fortification. Secondly, it also kills any unmanned equipment if it's, you know, decent enough. So, with that out of the way, things are a little bit more interesting, to say the least. Oh god, a Puma, really? We lost the Jagdpanzer, so congrats on that, AI. And he just gave him a veterancy, so even better. But that's the only unit Han currently has on the field. So, he's going to have a wee bit of difficulty, just a wee bit. Meanwhile, this guy's a full army, ready to go, and trying to counterattack. Looks like he has some sort of big flank going on. He's probably going to throw a bunch of AT grenades. Oh my god, the KV. He has a KV flanking. That's awesome. Just opening fire on the enemy. AT gun. Soviets trying to overwhelm the enemy. Nice rocket strike, by the way, hurting the Panther. This is a good combo. I was not expecting this. KV, though, pulling back. Panther trying to commit. AT grenade would be awesome. AT grenade would cripple it. Still, they got both Panthers. Although after a devastating strike on Han, Lives just lost both of his armored vehicles. And without them, there's going to be nothing stopping him. Or stopping that KV-2 from just wrecking all of his infantry. And AI, sure, he gets extra infantry, but it doesn't care. It's not going to retreat fast enough to where that thing can one-shot him. So that thing will gain veterancy pretty quickly versus an AI. Also, AI may not be able to understand or use its AT gun quite effectively to counteract that gun. So, it could be a lot. It's bad. That's bad for the Axis. We'll see how well he does versing it. Nice demo, but unfortunately just didn't hit the mark. Could have, again, recon would have been great, and unfortunately with both these doctrines, the Allies don't really have a recon, nor do they have the ability to call recon from such things like a major or a command vehicle. So yeah, things are not looking all that swell. And strike group coming in, MG falling back, just grabbing the Maxim, realizing, you know what, I'll keep it. So yeah, mid-50s here and mid-40s for the Allies. So yeah, the Allies need to kind of just get on their side and hold territory. Force the Axis to lose a lot more, and so far it looks like they have. Also, as soon as I capture that, I would grab the fuel, because you never... Oh, nope, there's a squad there. You never know when you could need some fuel. Or just have your Panzer IV blow up the carcass. That works too. Panzer IV opening fire on the infantry, pushing them back slowly but surely. Nice mortar strike. Firefly coming in for round 2. He is vet 2, so it's not... He didn't lose his best unit, so we'll see how well Han does. Conscripts pretty highly vetted, gonna go toe-to-toe with a Sturm Pioneer squad pretty easily. The question is, can they kill it? And it looks like they might be able to with the negative cover. But we shall see. Now, Firefly tried to go in for the final shot, but alas, not the case. We have another Panther on the field. Looks like the Sturm Pioneer squad was able to cross the river without dying. So congratulations on that. Congratulations. KV-8 now rolling up, and looks like the Soviet players just like, yeah, I'm going to use all my heavy stuff to deal with the Axis. You British players, just regroup, you know, get things straightened out for you. Don't overcommit anything, please, and I'll do what I can. Unfortunately, Panther, because of its scope, is able to see very far and shoot the Firefly and neutralize it. So, unfortunately, yeah, there's gonna definitely be some issues. But, on the flip side, and more positive side, I would have to say that at the very least, Lives is doing pretty damn well for having an AI. Though that's it, he just loses a lot of troops and lost the mortar pit. So, maybe not amazing, but for a game in which that the allies were slowly whittling you down, you now have all 3 command points. So, congrats on that. The question is probably just keeping the allies pinned. Nice job killing the Firefly, that too. You still have to worry if he deploys another. I don't think he will. Judging by what Han is going to go, which is Hammer, he's going to save up for a Comet, and he's going to hope the Comet will be enough. Now, the Comet is an effective tank, sure, against all targets, but I still think if you're versing a Panther, you want infantry in the front and a Firefly secondary to snipe it, and be highly mobile to make sure it doesn't escape. Typically. That's also why the rockets are there. If they get direct hits, they can make sure the vehicle's not going to go anywhere for quite some time. Speaking of which, KV-2 on the left. Looks like it's just chilling. It can capture territory if it hits vet rank 1, but then also makes it unable to fire. So, kind of a risk-reward type thing. Nice job killing the Kubel. So at least you got that. Hooray! You killed the random Kubel from the AI. Congratulations. Now, anyway, Panther on the retreat, most likely trying to figure out what he should do next. Remember, he doesn't have any fortifications. Most likely, again, we have the Comet being deployed, British forces. He's going to slowly build up his army before he starts locking it down and then moving on from that point. He's also probably going to actually not put a forward assembly with that upgrade because he doesn't want to get Stuka bombed again. That will get to you. If you lose all your men to a Stuka bomb, you're like, are you kidding me? Now Panther and AT gun on standby. Doing a pretty good job, I would say. For, you know, not fighting any armored vehicles whatsoever and just conscripts with weapons that will pretty much annihilate you. I love how the conscript of Piat's still there, just like, yeah, I'm going to open fire. Looks like they have some type of artillery, Zeering artillery. That's what's going on. Zeering artillery coming in to help push back the allies. Kind of weird how you call them Zeering artillery, but I guess you're just trying to help out your ally. KV-2 coming in, getting a nice shot on that Panzerwerfer. Again, not the AI, the human. Although AI getting a Yag Panzer and a Panzer IV, that's a pretty damn good combo. One for sniping long range and camouflage, the other one for fighting off infantry that come around the flank. Meanwhile, speaking of flanks, Han could probably capture this point if he wanted to, but he's not. I don't understand why. Having a unit just sit there is not helpful. At least try to make sure it can grab a point or something. Don't just have it just be there and do nothing. Then it's just not really any help. Comet moving up. And now we have a big battle going on with all sorts of recon. Again, advantage goes to him because he has recon to see all that stuff, which allows all AT guns open fire and hit target. Nice shot. Artillery is now being called in. Stuka bomb is also being called in, but once again we have a... Okay, you just murdered your own unit. That was an OKW unit that you just murdered. Nice job killing the Comet with the Panzer IV. Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely kill. I love it. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was an AI. It was an AI unit that died. There was no way it was probably gonna move, even though it can hear the bomb, and it's like, oh god, maybe just move out of the way. And maybe just give the AI like a reasonable idea, like, oh, it's over here. Let me try to move my units away. But that's me. Looks like Han is trying to capture it. Nope, he's not. He's like, I think I'm going to capture it. Maybe not. Maybe not. No. How about never? The Jagdpanzers are trying to push up and get some shots off. The only thing he has to worry about is the Centaur. After that, not really. I mean, they have a AT gun moving up. But Han doesn't. He still needs to regroup his army. Well, meanwhile, Libs and Finman's AI is doing pretty damn well. At least having a frontline army just contesting that point, which is so valuable to them. Because right now they're about to change the tide. The Allies will be lower than the Axis very soon, and that's gonna put a little fire underneath them to be like, okay, you need to fix what you're doing because you're about to lose. KV-8 moving up, pushing back the Volk squad. Nice little surprise. We have an elephant now. Oh god, here comes the elephant, boys. And yes, it does have recon, so we can see very far. I think it might. No, it's probably not far enough to do all that, but it's still pretty damn far. Nice job killing the Kubel, top priority. Jagdpanzer would probably be a second priority if I were you. Elephant opening fire on target. Centaur opening fire on Jagdpanzer. I don't understand. Okay, does enough damage with the autocannon to kill it. Very cool. Headquarters building opening fire, but looks like it's gonna have some trouble escaping and knocked out. It's very nice indeed. Allies, the best thing is precision bomb strike, but again, you probably want a T-34 to ram and then ask your teammate, hey, call it in here if you have it, and then that way they can call in the strike and just annihilate it with a lot of artillery. That's what I would recommend anyway. Looks like it's more of a stalemate right now, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Command tank is like, I don't know where I should go. I should back, forth, back, forth. Not sure. Well, there goes that truck I said. No, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It's not. It was the other truck. This one is. Oh, it got annihilated pretty damn quick. I'm assuming this one. Yeah, it did. Well, man, I wonder why. I thought that would be such a good idea to put it at the end of a freaking bridge. Or put something there anyway. I'm just shaking my head right now. The Su-85, once again, just sniping that vehicle, which I said it would. Kind of just like a no-brainer. Like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Anyway, so let's see right now. Allies currently have way more munitions than the Axis, and right now it's just slightly more fuel. So that's going to give them a small advantage to get more armor. We'll see how things go. Right now, could go interesting for the Axis. The question is how many units can... Oh, there we go. There's another squad. And actually, the Axis have way more troops. Again, it is AI, but they technically have more troops. So it'll make it harder for the Allies to hold them all and compress them. Unless you're Hannibal, who can somehow surround an army that's... What was it? Shoot. I think it was like 60 to 80,000 troops surrounded by 40,000. I think? I'm not 100% sure. At least I think it was around that size. So. Anyway. KV-8 and Su-85 covering the flanks. Once again, I would get a T-34 just for the ram so you can pin a tiger. Or elephant in this case. Most likely Finman is not going to pick it. So you don't have to worry about King. And mid is essentially just random vehicles AI throws at you. And lots of AT coming in the other direction from said vehicles. So, nice. Panzer IV pushing actually pretty well, but as we see, we have another Comet moving in. It looks like it's going to be a while before Han will have enough resources to get another. At least 5 minutes, but it could be interesting. Could be interesting, to say the least. 4 for the resources, 1 for deployment. Panzer IV opening fire, but the Comet is getting some really nice shots. Unfortunately, with this water layout, they can't just go back. They have to stay within this zone. So if it tries to be like, hey, let's go out on this outskirts, like, no, that's not going to happen. So, unfortunately for them. Wow, triple AT gun. Someone's meaning business. I like the S minefield there too. It's just like, yeah, try to move up with all the AT guns. You're gonna lose one. At least that would be the hope he loses one. He's losing a lot of men. I'll say that. Now the problem with the elephant is, while it is effective versus vehicles, it sucks versus just AT guns in general. So, yeah. Panther rolling up thinking, I'm going to save the day. Conscripts throwing an AT grenade, pinning this. They just need the AT guns to keep firing, though we have Grenadier Squad coming in from the flank, doing enough damage. They might be able to kill it with this pack, but I'm unsure. He's going to focus on the AA gun. Nope. Bad idea. It's still alive. And now it's actually a decent vantage point. Plus, oh no, I was going to say, Grenadier Squad's going to kill the AT gun until the flame unit's like, no, I'm going to burn him. Who wants some hot barbecue German? Jesus. All ready for the Mad Max world. KV, flamethrower tank, moving in and focusing on the half track. Seems like that would be an AI move or something. Because again, it's a half track. Fire will do basically nothing to it. Meanwhile, the Grenadiers will be like, hey, can we grab some of these free AT guns? That would be awesome. Also, could you lose your KV-8? That would be great. Looks like some more emplacements, unfortunately, faltered a little bit. More AT guns. Again, stolen Soviet ones, mind you. I guess the Axis are now going to be literally funded by Soviet AT guns, which is, again, concerning. Not bad overall. One good push, and I think the Allies would break. Right now they have an army the size of Mr. Lives, but then they have to worry about literally another just random army just moving on bows. And that could be definitely an issue. So let's see. I guess waiting to be healed. Again, focusing on the bigger guy first. We have a KV on the field? No, we do not. We have no KV whatsoever. We have a lot of conscripts being made, but nothing else. Again, not really much I could say on that. But the only thing I could possibly say is, again, if you would have been able to pin the King Tiger, probably wouldn't be able to kill it. And I think you know the answer. What could have been used to pin it? But anyway, right now, star-wise, it's going back against the Allies. The Axis have been doing a pretty damn good job of keeping the command points under their control. They did have an issue recently, but at least they were able to get it back. And that, if they can just defend it, they should be able to win this game pretty quickly. But we'll see. We'll see. We both can see the time. And we both know it's probably going to be a lot more than just a few minutes. But we'll see. Rifle grenade going out. And kind of gets target. Hurts health, definitely. Which can actually lead to helping, you know, kill a stronger unit later. But, at least for the moment. And being quite honest, yeah, they're outmatched. Royal Engineers moving up. If they kill the Obsidian, I'm done. Nope, Obsidian lives. Barely, but it freaking lives. There's AI for you, retreating at the last possible moment, and most likely losing that unit. So, great job. Great job. Now, again, we have the Axis recapturing the right territory. Again, the Axis don't need to capture all three, but if they want to speed up time, they can. They just really need to protect two, and they'll still win. So we'll see how things go on this play. We have the Comet coming in, and that'll do a lot of damage versus these infantry, especially if they're alone. Yeah, Panzerfaust won't do anything against a fully healed Comet. Volk Squad trying to be like, I'm going to go in for the flank. And it's like, no. And if you go on the building, he'll probably chuck a grenade inside and be like, alright, I'll deal with it. Yeah, overall, not much happening. I'm going to fast forward a bit. Wait for the final confrontation, which we know is slowly approaching. Nice Brumbar, fighting against the infantry. Comet's still causing havoc on this side, which is good. Definitely they need a morale boost, and a vehicle just wandering in enemy territory. It's like, wow, they have no defense. We can actually push. Though that Panther is taking quite a number of hits, so you don't have to worry about that. And also, Jesus Christ, you have enough conscripts. I know you're trying to beat blob with blob, but conscripts are support, really. I'm being honest. Sure, yes, you can be using them as frontline infantry, and they have a bunch of special abilities, but they don't have the firepower to really fight a rifleman or a British infantry. Or an MG-42 equipped Grenadier Squad. But that's me. Also, I like how he's blitzing away from it. Just like, nope, we're not dealing with that Brumbar. No way. Which is fine, I guess. British infantry section just holding this territory. MG kind of stopping them. Not really much happening overall. Oh, that's something. Comet charges forward against a freaking elephant. Yeah, that thing is suicidal. Also, I love the 3 MGs, like the 3 amigos over here. It's like, I got your side, you got my side, and I got his side. It's like, whose side do you have again? It's like, I have my side, you have my side, I have his side, and you have their side. And I'm like, can you repeat yourself again? I think you're getting worse. Bar's still hanging over there. A lot of AT guns, stuff like that coming out on the flank. Most likely trying to knock out the heal station, and also trying to knock out the elephant, if at all possible. We have a direct strike coming in, and actually this one should be a pretty damn good one if it can, yep, there it goes. Crippled the tank, currently paused from the artillery. It can't move. Good going for the final kill, but I guess it just didn't know. And that's what happens. When the opportunity happens, you really have to take advantage of it, because those moments can literally change the game, as I already saw earlier in the week. So, nice job capturing this point. Again, the Axis have the one on the far left. For whatever reason, I don't know, but at least they have it. And they're pretty damn close. Question is, can Mr. Lives hold 2 victory points with that? He has a lot of manpower, so I'm sure he can get an MG to help hold it, but yeah, that's kind of annoying. Not kind of, it definitely is. So let's see, I'm waiting for the demo or something, nothing. Okay, just flank over here with some infantry to capture this point, sure. Elephant going in to move out of the freaking way. Brumbar opening fire on the conscript squad. Push coming in, trying to knock out the Panther with the Comet. Could be very effective if it can actually hit. There it goes. One more shot and it should be crippled. And then most likely this thing will either back up or get out of its sight and throw an AT grenade on it. And there it goes. Overall, it looks like the Allies pretty much have this. The Axis just have such a huge deficiency with their infantry. It's just not worth it. Again, for a guy who keeps pumping out vehicles, he's picking a lot of them. He's picking a lot of different ones, but they're all pretty damn good. So, I also like all the British infantry literally hiding on the like this cover on the swamp. Like, yeah, we're gonna hold up here. You probably could have captured it with the unit that was still kind of there, and by the time you capture it, you're just like, alright, I'm leaving, bye. But the mortar team is now moving up. Of course it is. KV is also moving up. By the way, in case you're wondering, fast forward, because literally both sides were not moving forward for quite some time, and I figure that way I can speed up the game a little bit.
There's a Comet tank ready to go.
Nice shot with the KV. Now, again, you just need to blow up those AT guns and you have something. Oh, boy. King Tiger moving up. KV-2. Oh, boy. The KV-2 can do quite a bit long range, but, again, you need the long range. You need something up close to give it sight. Well, AT gun's not going to do it. It can only do it for so long. Although, nice positioning there. At least you have a constant fire rate on it. It is Vet 2 as well, and nice flank with the Comet. If you get the... You have another one? Is that the other one? Nope. I'm sorry. Get the KV-2 over here. Open fire on that. That would be very helpful. Kind of neutralize that point. Looks like the Allies are down to 23 points. So they're going to try to capture something, I assume. AT gun opening fire. Bouncing off. King Tiger making a desperate escape. Or at least it thinks it's an escape. One more shot and it's dead unless it bounces. King Tiger wasting the shot on random infantry and gets knocked out by the Comet. Wonderful. Yeah, I know, it was. Anyway, so back to over here. He can pick anything, right? Alright, so he's picking another Panther. Okay. Well, I think the issue is more infantry than armor. Wouldn't a Panzerwerfer might be more beneficial? I'm just pointing that out there. Or get a Panzerwerfer as well. Because again, that way you have your own artillery you can call in that necessarily doesn't cripple one of your tanks and causes you to almost lose it. Just point it out. So Brumbar and a bunch of Pioneers opening fire. Nice job with the AT gun, 17-pounder. Managed to hold them back. Comet rolling up, trying to get a couple shots in, but I'm assuming the Firefly is going to be able to counter that. That or the Su-85, something will. That or the Elephant will just fire long range from there. And I think that's GG. They tried to take it. There's no way that the Allies should be able to take it. And yeah, that's GG. Overall, pretty damn good game. I was waiting for a final armor battle, which is why I kept fast forwarding a little bit, but I guess that just didn't happen. Overall, most kills goes to Kernley, and most damage goes to Han. I can definitely see that. Finman got a decent amount of damage and kills, but Mr. Lives managed to edge him out by about 4,000, give or take, points for units killed, and then pretty damn good for units losses, so very nicely done. This is Lazor's River. I really hope I get this map again. I kind of want to explore it more. It seems really nice. But in any case, guys, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And also, before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters like Ace, Sean, Tim, Carter, Leo, and Nick. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You all rock. Again, a lot of this content I couldn't do without your help, so thank you so very much for your support. But in any case, it's been greyshot17, and I'll see you all next time.